Nothing combines the fresh summer taste of a vegetable garden like homemade salsa. Yum. Dale Kay joins us with the perfect recipe just in time for Cinco de Mayo. Hello, my little Aussie friend.
G'day, Tommy B. This just must be a bonanza week for you. Taco Tuesday today, Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. Are you doubling down on your tacos and your salsa?
Of course. And you forgot Margarita Monday. That already happened yesterday. The trifecta.
Oh, how come you've only just told me now that it's Margarita Monday? I feel hurt. This morning we are on the patio here on Cesar Chavez in St. Paul. We are at the El Burrito Mercado. Beautiful patio, worth checking out. They're not doing the close down the street thing this year, but you can definitely come here and have some good nosh for Cinco de Mayo. And speaking of great food, inside they actually have about 17 different types of salsas that you can try and choose from. So that's a really, and also there's a restaurant and all sorts of gifts and things that you can look at inside back behind me. Okay, so we're talking salsa from the garden, and there's some main ingredients that you're going to want to grow. For a red salsa, of course, tomatoes. For a green salsa, the tomatillo is a great alternative for a green salsa, and of course you could bang some avocado in there. That's going to be a little bit tricky, of course, to grow in your own garden, but that's how you get the green salsas. From there, you need onions. That's key. You could roast them, you could just use them fresh. And then, of course, peppers, jalapenos, if you want it a little bit spicier. You could use some habaneros like these right here. Some people will use garlic in their salsas. You can tinker with all the flavors and the heat. And if you want to spice up your salsas, I guess, the seeds are what really contain some of the heat. And if you put that on your tongue, by crikey, that wakes you up in the morning. So use the seeds if you want it a little bit spicier. Don't use the seeds if you want to tame it down a little bit. So then you go to your favorite local garden shop, you get all those key ingredients. Tomatillos, tomatoes. I like to use the plum tomatoes or the San Marzano aromas for salsa. Onions, cilantro. I like to actually use seeded cilantro mid-season because all these mature a little bit later in the season, and if you use the transplants, oftentimes they've gone to seed on you before you can actually incorporate your cilantro. So I do both. I keep a seed packet on hand. Buy early at garden centers. Everybody is gardening, so make sure you buy early. It's going to get cool in a couple of tonight and tomorrow night, so keep them inside and then plant maybe in a week or so for all these warm season things, the peppers as well. For demonstration purposes, I got my raised garden bed. Of course, you can plant in the ground. Just make sure it's got some good organic matter in there. Compost, manure, all that stuff is absolutely fantastic. Make sure it's well drained though. And then all these warm season plants, make sure the ground temperature is warm as well. That's super key so they don't go backwards. I actually plant my tomatoes at the end of May because my soil temperature is super warm. Again, buy early so you don't miss out, and then plant a little bit later. Of course, incorporate some good fertilizer, something solid and organic into the soil as well. And then I guess for planting, you know the drill, take it out of the pot. The only thing I like to do with tomatoes is I like to plant them deep. You can see this one's already getting a little wobbly, so when I say deep, you can bury this guy right up to there and you'll find that your tomato production and your suckering will be a lot less. And of course, before I go, there we go, Tom. No chip needed, just the salsa.
Right.
Happy Cinco de Mayo tomorrow.
And a little extra iron with the dirt on your fingertips. Nicely done, Dale. Thanks so much. Our Cinco de Mayo.
Little grit is always good. Little grit is good.
That's exactly right.